Nothing is so painful to the human mind as a great and sudden change. Mary Shelley, Frankenstein. Often, people do not realize the importance of the time spent with other people in a non-same old place until that is changed, and one must learn how to adapt to the sudden change. No matter if it is moving to another country, moving from one home to another, changing schools, a change in one's life can be good or bad, but it is certain it will affect how our life goes from that sudden change. When I was 15 years old, my life changed. From living in a small country in South America to living in the United States of America. From speaking and learning in Spanish to learn speaking English. From living with my entire family to live just with my uncle. Moving to Colorado has been one of the biggest changes in my life so far. I have learned to appreciate my family and be a little bit more affectionate towards them. I became less bad-tempered, I love nature and life more, but I'm still shy and introvert even though I have more friends. Changes are inevitable. That is why reflecting and learning from what has changed is important because everyone will experience some type of change, and it could be big or small, but even so, one's life will be transformed from that sudden change. On summer of 2016, I moved to the USA, living my old life to start a new one. Before moving to the USA, I was a bad-tempered and often disrespectful person towards my family. I would yell at my mom, grandma, and sisters. I also didn't like to spend time with them. We used to have a tradition in our family which was reuniting every Sunday and just spend some family time. During this time, I often was in my bedroom or somewhere they were not. Now that I am apart from them and that doesn't happen anymore, I reflect on my actions and attitudes and see how wrong and disrespectful my behavior was. I now regret what I did. During the first year I spent here in Colorado, I did not have the longing feeling for my family, which, now that I think why, it was because I did miss them, but my egoing attitude I hold for a long time was still present and tried to use those feelings as a shield for the homesick feeling I had. That shield slowly broke as the time went by, and this change in my life made me reflect on how bad my behavior was. Moving to Colorado was the big life-changing event, and the years of high school are the little changes that have shaped the way I am today. Freshman year was a year of adaptations, learnings, criticism, loneliness, and excitement. On the first day of school, I was feeling nervous and excited. I also had a culture shock. Back in my home country, since one enters school, we are taught the national anthem, which we are required to sing every Monday morning. When I came here, I learned that the national anthem is only sung at special events. Also, when I came here and school started, I barely talk or interact with people and became reclusive. Moreover, freshman year was also the hardest one. It was very difficult trying to understand the class material. When learning a new language, one always translates the words or phrases to our native language. That was what I had to do in order to understand the classes. And because I only had a very basic English knowledge, I always missed information due to the words I did not know. Now I don't have to do or struggle with that. Instead, I am struggling to remember the Spanish vocabulary. It is funny how I'm forgetting the language I spoke growing up. Thinking about why I am forgetting about it, I have concluded that it is because I have adapted well enough to the change that I no longer see it as a challenge or something new. I have finally accustomed to it. Sophomore year, I joined student council, which helped me to be more involved in school activities and live a different experience of US high school life. As I said, I was an introvert, but when I came here, I became a more introvert and shy person. But somehow, I managed to be a tutor and help some students. During second year of high school, I also started to do more photography, which I enjoy because Colorado is a beautiful place. Photography also made me enjoy nature and life more, and I started to be a less mad and angry person. During this year, I also reflected on the things I could have done with my family and friends, and things I enjoy while being with them. Nowadays, I enjoy the simplicity of life, that even seeing a butterfly or pink mix with orange sky will make me extremely happy. I think I have become a spiritual person. The last 2 years of high school, I enjoy high school life in this new culture more, and I finally could do it with friends. It took me 2 years to finally make friends, while for others, it took them less. But not because I had friends, it meant I was less introvert. I can see that even though I have friends, I am still an introvert and not as loud as I used to be once I get to know people. I concluded that even with the biggest changes, some things remain the same, which is what makes us the person we are. Not because I now speak more English and less Spanish, I'm not longer a Hispanic person. The things that don't change are the cements of what we were and what we will always be, are the things that characterize us. I do consider that moving to Colorado has been the best change in my life. That is why I think everyone, if the opportunity of experience a new culture comes up, or if it just happens, should learn from it, reflect on how one's life has been. Or if one is willing to change, there is no need for moving to another place. It can just be going out to a peaceful place and reflect on what has been said or done. Everything can change as long as we are willing to change. Thank you.